In this video, I would love to talk about the trends for the coming year. We're living in a challenging times, interesting times, let's put it this way. And it's good to be aware of the trends and to kind of predict the future. And it's not as difficult as it could seem, because actually, if you want to predict the future, we just have to carefully watch what's going on now. So make sure you stick around. It's my New Year video for you. I hope you will get a lot of benefit from it so that you can prepare for the coming year. I share my observations, also my experience of, living and building the business and enjoying life. And not everything what's going on I like, but I have to acknowledge it's happening, so it's good to know. The first thing that we can easily expect is the growth of digital economy. We have to get used to this, that most of businesses will switch to online presence. It will be like their primary thing. Everything related to shopping, education, whatever. People got used to getting things like this online, and they, especially after pandemic and all this, people learned to do things online, and it's been developing since then so rapidly. So businesses that switch to online presence, they just expand more and more, and this is going to happen also in the coming year. So if you have your business, like maybe you have a shop and you don't have you don't have a strong presence online, or you don't have or you provide any kind of service offline and you don't have any kind of presence online, then it's actually very urgent for you to start building your personal brand, start building your business online. And if this is something you are thinking about, and you should if you are not doing it, then consider subscribing to this channel. I have a lot of free content on this. I can also help you build a business online if you'd like. I have a course link in the description below. So we could work together on a long term if you want, or just be aware that without having presence online, you cannot really be competitive in the future. I also have a separate video about building your personal brand, just focusing on this. And if you're somebody who is just starting, make sure to check this video as well. I will link it somewhere, here, or maybe at the end of this video also as well, so that you can have go deeper into this topic. Anyway, if you are not having a strong presence online, it's hard to continue staying competitive like this in the future, in the coming year. The next trend that we are already facing now, and we will only continue facing, is the rise of artificial intelligence and replacement in the workplace. And artificial intelligence is both great help and great threat. So it's like a strong power, and it's depending who and how is using it. This is my understanding about artificial intelligence. Many things are misused in this world, and not everybody has the best motivation. So when it comes to such strong things and methods like artificial intelligence, I'm very cautious. I'm not a big fan. But we have to acknowledge it is already, it's a part of our life. It's a huge part, and it will only be bigger and bigger. We have to be aware of this fact. And I don't want to go into debate about artificial intelligence. I have a very detailed video when I go deeper into it. I can link it here. so you can know more about my opinion about artificial intelligence. But when it comes to like being competitive and everything, you just have to know, be aware of the trends. And for example, like now people use artificial intelligence to write books, to create art. And it's very hard to compete in the world where a lot of art or books or everything like this, which is supposed to be made by an author and be unique, is created like this by artificial intelligence, you know. And people don't even mention that the product is made by artificial intelligence, so you don't even know. And now you can buy a book and nobody will tell you it is written by artificial intelligence, but it is. So there are so many challenges. We have to be aware. I was happy that I wrote my book. I published my book in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. It is linked in the description below. It's on Amazon. It's on personal development and my biography, basically. If you want to get to know me better, it's the right place. Yeah, check it out. Anyway, actually, I'm happy I wrote it before the artificial intelligence learned how to write books. Because, you know, it's published in 21, then it's like proof that it's written not by artificial intelligence. And it's not even edited by any, you know, I'm not an English native speaker, so I could have used the help of some editor, English speaking editor. I didn't do it. So this product is like pure 100% my own creation, and I want to leave it like this, you know. I want to leave all the grammar mistakes and everything, all the imperfections in this book, because sometimes I had this idea, maybe I could improve it, but now, no, I want to leave the book the way it is, so natural, so like human, with all our human, you know, characteristics, like being able to make mistakes and to repeat ourselves or something like that. So yeah, it's just an example that artificial intelligence is a part of our life. We have to be aware, and it's coming in all fields, you know. Some workplaces will be replaced, and in some cases it's a great help. I think everything related to repeated tasks, you know, technical tasks, which don't have any human quality, you know. But when it comes to creativity, I don't like that artificial intelligence is doing it. I don't think artificial intelligence should substitute our ability to create and our ability to think and our motivation to do it. You know, I don't think it's good. But when it comes to artificial intelligence helping us do repetitive tasks, so we don't have to do the hard work of laying bricks or something, I don't know. Even though I guess one could get very creative in doing this. Yeah, in construction there will be a lot of artificial intelligence in health industry and so on. And in some cases I think it's a great help, and in some cases it's a disaster for our society. But what to do? We have to be aware. It's a trend. It's going to be even bigger. The next trend that I want to mention is the growth of health and wellness economy. And again, after the pandemic, people just became more aware of how important their health. So every kind of services related to taking care of people, of their body, of their mental health, this is going to only increase and to become even more popular. So if you're doing something like this, it's a great way to continue, you know, building your business in this field, being your presence online. like if you're in any kind of medical work, you can also make sure you share your knowledge. You could, also like start a YouTube channel or something. This will only become more popular, and unfortunately, people are not getting. Even though we have so much things available, people are not necessarily getting more healthy nowadays. It's strange, yeah, because we have all the technologies, all the medical supplies, but somehow people are not so healthy, especially in some countries, and yeah, this has to do to the lifestyle, to the food, the bad habits, and obesity, and so on. So it's a huge thing worldwide, and the economy related to health is going to expand even further. And also the work and the way we work will be changing. There will be more and more remote options for jobs. It's already like very common. And also, Generation Z and millennials are more and more, getting the stronger presence in the workplace, and they also will dictate their rules, their demands. So the economy will have to also fit to their expectations, because when you look at Generation Z, like it's quite different. There are so many things that happen in the world that it's a different generation. And for example, they don't deal with stress so easily. They get stressful from everything. Everything is like, wow, it's too much work, it's too much stress. Like, one can say in a way they are more sensitive and they need their own space. And if you are born with a phone in your hand, basically with internet and online and virtual reality, and you've been living like this and growing up like this, you have a different mentality and a different way you cope with the world and with the stress. So it's a different generation, different mentality, and different world. This is going to influence also the future. The next trend that is going to continue to be strong is the interest in decentralized finance and blockchain applications. So if you're into this industry, or if you are want to use this, it's not only cryptocurrency, but cryptocurrency is among the things, yeah. So this technology is going to expand, and if you are going to be using this technology or maybe offering some services in this field, then this could also be very beneficial and very popular. And also traditional financial institutions, they already now start adopting blockchain, technology and assets. So it's already happening, and it's going to be even bigger. So if this is a part of your life that you're ignoring, then maybe you could also consider. But make your own research. It's not an advice, it's just a trend. The next trend, which is quite big in some parts and many parts of the world, is the challenges with being able to get affordable housing. Especially when it comes to the Western world and living in big cities. This is so crazy how expensive it is. It just makes no sense in many cases. And this trend, unfortunately, is going to continue. So if this is something you're suffering with and having trouble, you have to consider really moving in some smaller place, or maybe some other country, or in the suburbs or somewhere, and doing things online. And honestly, I love living in small cities. I love living even in small villages. I was born in quite a big city, actually, and I like the city life. But it's more and more than there are, because I also love nature so much, and there's so much beautiful nature here where I live. I live here on the coast of the far East Pacific, and I just love going outside and driving outside to those beautiful beaches and beautiful landscapes and so on. So I appreciate the nature very much, and I tell you, maybe if you move to some smaller place, but more beautiful, more quiet, maybe you get more peace in life and freedom and flexibility, and maybe you even start enjoying it. I actually have a video where I talk about most important criteria when it comes to finding the place to live. I will link it here, so you can check it out after watching this video, and I hope it will be also useful for you. But it's a big trend, and if you are struggling with this, I mean, it's a pity if you have to pay a fortune for just a small place in some big city in the Western world. It doesn't have to be this way. The next thing is the focus on lifelong learning and reskilling. And if you found yourself in the situation that you want to improve your financial life, or your lifestyle you want to change, or there are so many opportunities nowadays, and you have to kind of learn things, yeah? And it's good to be educated, it's good to follow the trends also. In this case, maybe if you consider subscribing to this channel, I'll do my best to provide you with necessary information, and also inspire you to really live the life the way you want, so you can enjoy it and also make a greater impact on this world. Consider subscribing, give this video a like to help me spread this information on YouTube. Let me know in the comments if you're getting value from this video, and let me know if maybe you have some other trends in mind that you want to share. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Or if you're new, just make sure to say hello and say, I'm a new subscriber, I'm enjoying it here. This would also be very, very nice. The next trend that I want to talk about, the growth of independent work and content creation. People go online, people create content, and this is going to continue. People watch YouTube more than other things they used to watch, more than television, more than just watching movies or something. People prefer to hear from people who have real experiences, real life cases, not just fiction, but facts. Yeah. People like to follow other people's lives as well. This is very tasty. I love to have some fruits in the afternoon. One of my habits, of the daily habits I have actually. I've been sharing my morning routine in one of my videos. Maybe it could also be useful for you. Just to get to know me better and to learn from my life. So anyway, creative economy is going to be big. If you want to build your presence online, I could help you with this. And if you're looking for freedom, this is could be we could be the right fit, So check out the useful links below, the course I have. It's called Solopreneur Journey for Free Thinkers. So it's for solopreneurs and for those who actually are looking for freedom. Because it's not just about business. It's not about being busy. It's about being free, to be helpful, to be useful, to care for others. When you become free, then you get more space and freedom for doing something beneficial for others. This is how it works. So, content creation, and in this course also you learn how to create content in the beneficial way, in the right way, so that you can build your personal brand, build your presence online, build your business, build your legacy on social media, because this is the place where people are hanging out nowadays. There are more accounts than people. So you can find all kinds of people online. It's a big trend, yeah. You might as well join it. So the last thing I want to mention is, in general, the rise of anything like digital and virtual experiences, virtual reality. This is also, I'm not a big fan of virtual reality because I like real experiences, and I think real experiences makes us more genuinely happy than the virtual experiences. But this is a big trend, and for some people and for some generations it's already like there is no difference between having a great time online or having a great time in real life. They don't see much difference. And from the way our body reacts, our brain is stimulated, is also very similar. But I'm a different generation. I value, personal contact. I value personal experiences. I value things. Making connections, being in nature, being with people, and you have to be online nowadays, and this is what I am also doing. But also, I love everything, analog, everything what is not digital. I love it, Maybe it's a generation thing. I just can't imagine being born with a phone in hand, with a phone which is actually a big computer. Yeah, and of course, if you're from this generation, then everything virtual, virtual reality, is becoming a huge part of your world. For me, I don't really like. If I have the chance to meet the person in person, I usually use this chance. If I have the chance to have a friend in real life, I would prefer to have a friend in real life than to have 10 friends online. But nowadays, yes, it's very challenging. Again, I'm online myself, and I have met great people online, and I value very much those contacts with you. And I also love going to a real world and, meet some of you and having coffee and having a nice conversation with you offline. This is also something I really like. So I sometimes share information about my travels, and maybe we could meet in some part of the world and, drink a coffee together, or having a hike somewhere, or I don't know. So, or visiting some nice, beautiful place in some beautiful, I don't know, city. So this is for me more exciting, that all the things going on online. I'm not so much attracted to online things. And also I use social media more for producing content than for consuming content. And I think it should be a healthy balance. In here, if you're only a consumer, then make sure it's not taking too much of your time. if you're a producer, if you're bringing something valuable, then of course it can take more time, because making like a YouTube video, for example, it takes a while. It was quite a long video, I guess. How many minutes? Quite long. So let me know in the comments if this was useful. It was maybe a little bit too much, not so much my style. I tried to give maybe 5 things in one video, but I gave much more here because it's just a lot of things going on in this world. And I wanted to share like my view and my prediction, my experience and understanding of what is going to happen. And I would love to hear from you in the comments, and if you subscribed, then I will see you in the next video next week. All the best to you in the coming year.